Hi, thank you for joining me for this episode of Beyond the Curb River City Living. I'm Jill Morenz with the Catalytic Fund. Today I have a super cool studio apartment to show you in Ludlow, Kentucky. This episode is sponsored by Joy Amon with Huff Realty. Joy is a strong supporter of the exciting growth and momentum taking place in Ludlow. It's also sponsored by the Jeff and John Winkle Studio, identical twins creating artwork that breathes life and positive vibes into any space. The apartment is located behind and above the art studio and gallery. There's room for bike and coat storage at the bottom of the stairs, and then you walk up into the apartment. So this apartment is only 735 square feet, but the clever layout gives it several distinct living spaces. This is the seating area. The windows make it bright and the slanted wall makes it cozy. There's a barn door to the side that closes off the laundry area with room for a stacked washer and dryer. The details in this apartment are very stylish, like these lights over the kitchen counter. Here's the kitchen. It has bar seating for two, quartz counters, whitewashed brick walls, and stainless steel appliances. There's also a window seat with storage underneath. In this area, at the top of the steps, you can see the way the owners handled the places which did not have the original wood floor. They patched them with painted plywood, turning them into a cool feature. John Winkle is one of the co-owners of this building and also of the art gallery and studio on the street side of the property.
So we have this small studio apartment, 735 square feet apartment. It was an old carriage house of a larger building. We own both buildings. We've since redone the commercial space and the other apartment in the big building. But this is the carriage house in the back. And we opened it up to make it nice and airy, brought it back to the old mansard roof style that it was originally, and exposed the brick. We went some of the extra miles to make it a really nice apartment to kind of get away from the contractor grade kind of stuff and use other materials that kind of go along with our whole art philosophy, being resourceful and using what we can. It's just a great place to live. We love all the river cities, but I love the small, really small town feel down here. The art scene in Ludlow, the music scene in Ludlow is fantastic. The guy across the street, Matt Williams, started a coffee shop a couple years ago, basically when we got the place, and he brought in a lot of musicians from different areas. So everybody's an artist in some way, whether it be musical or some other talent.
Now let's take a peek into the bathroom, which is small but stylish, with double sinks, industrial towel holders made out of pipes, and a nice shower. The area in front of this window is set up for dining. There's also a closet on either side. The bedroom is partially walled off and has plenty of room for a queen-size bed, nightstands, and a dresser. Thank you for joining me on our tour of this mixed-use property in Ludlow, Kentucky. Be sure to check out our other episodes on beyondthecurb.org. On behalf of the Catalytic Fund and our sponsors, I'm Jill Morenz. Thank you so much. Beyond the Curb is presented by the Catalytic Fund, a company that, through its investments and real estate expertise, executes high-impact real estate projects in Northern Kentucky and creates new spaces for living, working, and entertainment.